Brothers, this is Dr. Phil Chavez of the Men's Academy. Right now I'm at Anza-Borrego State Park to the east of San Diego County. It's considered one of the largest state parks in the United States. 650,000 acres. There's about 500 miles of dirt roads all throughout. And it runs to north to south about 70 miles all the way to the Mexican border. The name came from a Spaniard, an explorer by the name of Juan Bautista de Anza, who while crossing the park found the first land route to California. Borrego itself is a Spanish term referring to a lamb or a sheep and represents the peninsula endangered species here of bighorn sheep. Now brothers, this is an amazing getaway, not simply to use your off-road vehicles, but there's so much of the topography here that is just fascinating. There's majestic views in so many areas. There's slot canyons, there's cactus-studded hills of different types. There's even natural palm oases, which I just thought you only found those in the movies. But in any case, brothers, there's an interesting trek, especially 21 miles, that goes from the Salton Sea to the east to the west and to the town of Borrego Springs. It's called Erosion Road. And along this roadway are miles of fractures and faults, remnants of this earthquake motion, of twisted sedimentary layers. It's like a miniature Grand Canyon of this washed out, colorful topography. It's really something. But brothers too, there's wind caves here and there's mud caves. Some of the most phenomenal natural wonders for visitors to ever see here. In fact, people come all over the world to see these mud caves especially. There's at least 22 known caves and 9 slot canyons, some which extend over 1,000 feet. And when you go inside, some can have ceilings of even 80 feet tall. I've walked through the caves only once, felt like I was in the Raiders of the Lost Ark movie or something like that. It was a good time, but you got to be careful. Injuries can be serious, and they are frequent. Fawn's Point probably is my favorite place. It's this vista, this point overlooking this amazing panorama, what's called the Badlands. One time I camped there at the top, and it was a moonlit night, and it looked like I was overlooking the moon. It was just stunning. And of course, when you come here too at the nightfall, you can see why Anza-Borrego has been designated what's called an International Dark State Park. You will be in awe of the brilliance of the stars you see at night. In fact, they actually scream out at you. So what is there in the desert, brothers? Everything is in the desert. This is where Jesus took his disciples, and when you spend time out here, you understand why. Perhaps the most special thing about the desert for me has been the conversations I've had around the campfire. And I'm thinking of my buddies Tom, Doug, Joe. And I remember at one point, my friend Tom once said to me, you know, Philip, one of the most special things about the desert is here you have to face yourself. So here I am again, brothers, to face myself. You ought to do the same. You'll be glad you did. God be with you.